Now, viewers, if this story wasn't a chilling reminder of an alleged radical plot, pay attention to what I'm saying. If this story wasn't a chilling reminder of an alleged radical plot to Islamize Indian society, I would have been tempted to dismiss it as an exception not worthy of extensive debate. But viewers, because this is a story in which the main protagonists are undermining the very idea of India, let me tell you, viewers, it needs closer attention. It needs immediate attention. The fact that Islamization is spreading fast, funded by money from anti-India forces and propagated by a cadre of Hindu-phobes, is deeply concerning. It is deeply discomforting. Look at the photos on your screen. In this poster, and there it is, very clearly before your eyes. In this poster, a number of students have been featured. But if you look closely at the photo gallery, you will notice that some of the female students are Hindu. Their names have today been censured by us because they are underage. We don't want to reveal their identities, but viewers, a number of them are Hindu girls. And this poster shows that they're on the merit list. Despite being Hindu, they have been forced into donning the hijab, forced to cover their heads and tuck away every strand of their hair. The school has enforced this dress code, symbolic of Islam, but clearly it has no authority to do so because it's a government-aided institution. It cannot promote the virtues or the customs or, viewers, the practices of any one faith. In fact, because it is government-aided, the school should not be promoting faith at all. The school is called the Ganga Jamuna School and is located in Madhya Pradesh. Now, viewers, for years altogether, we have been force-fed a gruel which is unpalatable of this Ganga Jamuna Tehzeeb. It's a complete myth and a fallacy. But be that as it may, viewers, what's worrying about the imposition of the dress code is that it takes us all the way back to the Kashmir of the 1980s, where out of nowhere, all students were forced, literally at gunpoint, and I'm not exaggerating this, to don the hijab. There were even some malcontent women, militants, who were running around the streets with little bottles of acid, ready to throw it on the faces of girls who had visited beauty parlors. Viewers, this radicalism confirms the lurch towards Islamization on a scale unparalleled. And it is happening now in areas where you wouldn't expect it. But here it is, viewers. Now let me tell you, had this been a school called the Ganga School, and if these students had been Muslims, and had they been asked suddenly out of the blue to wear a saffron scarf or put all sorts of other symbols of the Hindu tradition, there would have been a massive outcry. Students have confirmed to Times Now that in this school they were forced into wearing the hijab. An FIR has now been filed against the school, and the Shivraj Singh government in Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh of course being the chief minister, has promised strict action against attempts to convert. Now certainly, viewers, I'm not getting into whether this is an attempt to convert or to impose, but the fact is, viewers, there is something very wrong, very amiss here. However, the silence by the secular lobby is even more disconcerting. It's deafening. Remember when the previous Karnataka government imposed a ban on hijab to ensure uniformity in state-run schools? The entire Lutyens lobby, all the Bhushans, all the Daves, worth their salt, were at the bar, shaking up the conscience of the milords, saying, oh my God, look what's happening. The rights of students, their freedoms to choose what they should wear, is being completely suppressed. In the public space, the entire Lutyens ecosystem erupted, protesting what they called, and I quote, state-sponsored saffronization, unquote. But today, when Hindu girls are being forced to wear a hijab, then viewers, these great upholders of freedom of choice, expression, of religious pluralism have turned a blind eye. It's a fundamental question to be asked. Is Islamization, forced Islamization, secular? But first, listen to a former student's claim that while hijab was imposed, symbols of Hinduism like a tikka and Suraksha Sutra were not allowed. Listen in, viewers. Listen into this.
लड़कियां जो आपके साथ पढ़ती थीं वो किस तरह से क्या ड्रेसअप होता था उनका?
वो ड्रेस के साथ हिजाब पहन कर जाती थी।
सब
हाँ।
हिंदू मुस्लिम सारी लड़कियां?
यस सर। जब मैं टीका लगा के जाता था तो टीका छुटवा लेते थे, रक्षा सूत्र बांध के जाता था तो वो भी कटवा लेते थे, और वो बोलते थे कि कल से पहन कर मत आना, और जाते भी थे तो मारते थे। वो बोलते थे कि जो नमाज जो पढ़ाते हैं वो अभी तुमसे आधा बनता है, पूरा कर आना, अगर नहीं आओगे तो मारेंगे।
अच्छा, नमाज भी पढ़ाते थे?
यस सर। जब स्कूल की छुट्टी का टाइम होता था तो सब बच्चों से, पूरे स्कूल के बच्चों को ग्राउंड में खड़ा करते थे और सबसे पढ़ाते थे।
Viewers, as I said, the ecosystem is silent. And one of the leading figures from the ecosystem, Digvijay Singh, when we asked him to take a position, he started waffling, viewers. Listen into this.
बात ये है कि मुद्दा क्रिएट किया जाता है, सारा प्रेस लगा हुआ था महाकाल के अंदर भ्रष्टाचार का मुद्दा डाइवर्ट करना था, हिंदू मुस्लिम करना था, तो हिजाब ले आए। दमोह में, कर्नाटक में जो हुआ, कितना चला हिजाब का मैटर, कितना चला, नतीजा क्या निकला?
Viewers, to expect any party, especially those that define themselves as secular, to condemn this would be asking too much. We all know this, viewers. Sometimes I wonder at the pointlessness of it all. But it's important to expose this. Because you've seen what's happened in Kerala. Of course, the Kerala story should not be told. They might even sue me, viewers, for telling it. The Kashmir story can't be told because there are all sorts of injunctions, all sorts of headless chickens who are running to courts to try and stop all these stories from coming out. Stories in this country can only be selectively told. If they don't upset crucial vote banks, then they must be told. Now let's remind you of this selectiveness, viewers, this ecosystem that has created a distorted version of secularism in this country. Now, viewers, when the Kerala government had decided in all its wisdom that in government schools we must keep religion out of the classroom, all sorts of sympathizers, upholders of democracy leapt out of the closet. Asaduddin Owaisi, AMM chief, children of India want hijab, it's their choice. These poor children don't want to wear the hijab. It's not their choice. But no, Asaduddin Owaisi looking the other way. This is not happening in India. Now, viewers, B.K. Hariprasad, LOP of the Karnataka Assembly, hijab ban a bid to deny education to Muslim girls. Viewers, Priyanka Gandhi of the Congress. Women's right to wear a bikini or even a hijab, she said. She intoned. Omar Abdullah, the other great liberalist in this country. Wearing hijab is women's right to choose. Here, viewers, it's being imposed. Much like it was imposed in Iran, where, of course, I don't even want to tell you what they did, viewers, to women. Of course, Mehbooba Mufti, I mean, she needs no encouragement. Scuttling women's right, not empowerment. Look at these people, viewers, the champions. And I haven't even come to the Lutyens Brigade. That you should all read about from the newspaper clippings or go onto the net. The Daves, the Bhushans, the several others who went ringing the bell, the front door bell of the Supreme Court, as I told you. But let's